Howdy and welcome to the Mighty Mighty Chuck channel. I'm Chuck. This just in, Amazon's going to launch a white movie service. They're going to launch a white movie service. No, they're not. They're going to launch an African-American movie service because, a white movie service would be racist. An African-American movie service, Cher's still doing her leftist shit over on Twitter. Yes, she is. God love the woman. I tell you what, I want to take in those dreamers. Yes, I am. And I hope there's some handsome Latin dudes among them. I do, because I want me some Latin dick. Yeah, I do. Oh, man. Look, the repeal of DACA, I say repeal of DACA, that's not really correct terminology. The elimination of DACA, the rescinding of the Obama's executive order DACA, doesn't mean the government's going to suddenly start rounding up the so-called dreamers. It doesn't mean that. And that the leftists are trying to create this fear among that population is just freaking absurd. I'm going to take in those dreamers. I am. By God, I'm going to get me some Latin dick. But, some of the Latino dreamers, or they may be from other areas. I say Latino. They may be from other areas. I don't really know how the population's made up. They're angry at Trump for rescinding something that Obama started that was really a bad idea. And, some of them are like, but I gave the government my information. I trusted the government. I gave the government my information. Well, honey child, you shouldn't have gave the government your information. If you was from Appalachia, you'd know that. If you was from the South, you don't share too much with the government. You don't. You just don't share with the government. But Obama, he was our God. False idols. I thought the Catholic Church taught you don't. Well, wait, the Catholic Church loves false idols. Sorry. Got confused for a minute. No, seriously, DACA from the very start was a agenda of the CIA and the deep state to get that population to give the government information. That's what it was about. It really wasn't to protect anybody. From the very start, it was set up to end. From the very beginning, it was set up to end. Obama set it up to end. The deep state set it up to end because the deep state is not a friend of the Latino any more than the deep state's a friend of Appalachia or the South or Brooklyn or wherever there's real people with real issues and real problems and potentially a real threat to the deep state. The deep state's not our friend. The media spewing all this crap, trying to hypnotize people, brainwash people to get them into be basically political zombies to vote whichever way the media wants them to vote. They're not our friend. They are not our friend. They are not our friend. But I don't think that the so-called dreamer, I don't really think they're under threat. I really don't. I don't think there's going to be a mass deportation. If they got jobs, if they're doing right, they're living good lives. For the most part, I think the government's going to leave them alone. I don't see any point for the government to want to stir up that nest and cause problems for those people. Could their employment be in jeopardy? I hope not. But that would be a potential real issue. Is if the rescinding of DACA, whether that puts their these people who have jobs, if it puts their jobs in jeopardy, that would be bad. It would be bad. But Trump has actually already started hinting that if Congress doesn't do their job and do real immigration reform and especially address the dreamer issue, codify it in law so that the people actually are protected regardless of who's president. If they don't do their job, then Trump has hinted that he may put another executive order in place. And I would guess that would be to make sure that the the dreamers' jobs are protected, and and other things to protect them. But try to do it in a way that would be legal and stand up in the courts, and not put a big burden on states. I mean, part of DACA basically put a huge burden on states. So eliminate that part of it, but at the same time, protect the dreamers' jobs and make sure they're not. Make sure they're not hurt. We are not a hurtful country. We are a loving country. And the left is spewing all this fucking hate. It's weird. It's weird. They call us haters. Well, they're spewing all this fucking hate, and they're stirring up hate. They're creating hate. And America is not naturally, we are not a naturally hating country. We are not. We are a loving country. We have a history of being a loving country, not a hate-filled country. There's been pockets of hate, but that's never been representative of the total population, the larger population. You take even people that just rattle off racist shit without even thinking about it. In their heart, in their actions, in their reality, they don't treat people badly. They may not speak correctly. I mean, their words may be hurtful, but when in real action, in real deed, they generally have been. They are not a hurtful people. We are not a hurtful people. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hit that subscribe button, please.